In today's short video, I'm going to share with you 4 simple keys that you can implement if you hate your job. My name is Kute, Blackson, nationally best-selling author, transformational guide, speaker, and teacher. You know, we spend so much of our time at work. Even if you're not a workaholic, you spend at least 8 of your hours, 9 of your hours at work, and then an hour or so in the morning going to work and coming back at work. So work takes up about 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day of your time. That's at least a third to a little more than a third of your time. So if you're working a job that you hate, if you're working a job that repulses you, if you're working a job where you feel bad and heavy and you're not fulfilled, literally you are wasting your time. You are wasting your life, and nothing is worse than the feeling that you are wasting your time and your energy, or you're not feeling fulfilled, knowing that there is so much more potential inside of you that you want to give, that you long to give, knowing that you're not doing what you are here on this planet to do. Folks, life is short. Life is precious. Every second of your life wasted is a moment that you cannot get back. You can't get a refund from the universe because you worked a job for 5 years or 7 years or 20 years or 25 years in a job that you hated. You can't go to God at the end of your life and say, God, could I get a refund on those years? When it's gone, it's gone. It's gone. So my philosophy is life is too short to work a job that you hate. Life is too precious to spend your energy and time spinning in a job that you don't love, that doesn't light you up, that doesn't bring you alive. To me, it's not about the money, although that's a bonus and that's nice, but this is your life. So folks, if you hate your job and you're someone and you're in that position, or maybe you're in a job that you know, you don't hate it, but you know it's really not for you. But if you do hate your job, I'm going to say something that might sound a little extreme. The first thing is leave your job. Leave. Sometimes we often have this idea like I have to do this job, and we end up coming from a place of being disempowered, a kind of victim mentality, like I have to do this job, I'm being made to do this job. The reality is no one is making you do the job that you're in. At any moment, just because you made your bed doesn't mean you have to lie in it, folks. At any moment, you can change. At any moment, you can make a decision. The key to changing, I understand, give me a moment. The key to changing your life is you have to take full responsibility for your life and full responsibility for the choices that you make. And I understand the choices that you make will have consequences. Leaving your job are going to have consequences. Staying in your job are going to have consequences. And you have to at least be willing to be responsible for the choice you make. If you give up your power to choose, like I have to do this and I don't have any choice, you also disempower yourself and give up your power to change. If you give up your power to choose, like I have to do this job, you give up your power and your ability to affect change, to move in the direction that you want. Do not give away your power. So when you really own, I'm working a job that I hate, and I'm choosing to work this job that I hate because I'm afraid, because I have responsibilities, because I have a family, because I have a mortgage, because I have, car payments, because I want to live a lifestyle. Whatever the reason, I'm just saying, first step, be responsible for the choice that you're making. When you choose to be responsible for the choice that you're making, then you actually still harness the power to make a shift. So I'm actually saying, if you hate your job, leave. Nothing is stopping you. No one is stopping you from leaving. You can leave at any moment. And if you're not willing to leave, be responsible for that. Own that. I'm not willing to leave. This is my choice. It's a choice. Own that you are always at choice. That's key number 1. Second thing is, if you're not willing to leave, because look, there are responsibilities and there's mouths you have to feed and there's things you need to do, Now, if you're not leaving just because of the lifestyle, because you want a luxury lifestyle, you want the things, the gadgets, the bling, the what have you, then recognize that you're making a choice to trade yourself for freedom. And you have to just make peace. You have to make peace. No judgment either way. you have to make peace in, is it worth your freedom? Is it worth your happiness? Is it really worth it? I believe nothing, life is too short, and nothing is worth your freedom, and nothing is worth your happiness. Nothing at all. When you align with that, I believe that's when magic starts happening. But so if you're in a place where you're like, I can't leave, maybe you have a real reason. You have kids to feed and a family and what have you, and you're not quite sure what to do. And so if you're in that space of, I don't think I can leave right now, then at least commit. Make a commitment to owning the truth. I hate my job. Feel the pain. I hate my job. Feel it, because the pain will start a process inside. The pain will begin burning something inside. Don't distract yourself. Many times we distract ourselves. We don't want to feel how much we hate it, because then we might have to do something about it. So if you actually allow yourself to feel the pain, to feel the frustration, to feel it as with conscious awareness, not as a victim, then that will keep you in touch on the edge of your process rather than going unconscious and going to sleep. And then make a commitment to accept where you're at and committing to doing the job where you are at, even though you dislike it, with utmost integrity and excellence. Don't half-ass it. Don't do a shoddy job. Give the job where you are at, your total devotion, presence, and excellence where you're at. Do it with excellence, so you can say you're earning the right to transcend and move to the next level. This keeps you in integrity and having respect for yourself. That's the second thing. The third thing I would say, if you're working a job that you hate, is make sure that each and every day you are doing something, you're taking some action. Sometimes I see people who are like, I hate my job, and they just stay in that negative state. Complaining about your job does nothing, okay? So the third thing is make sure each and every day you are taking action. Action that is positive, that is moving you towards your desired situation, moving you towards the job that you want. Maybe it's research, maybe it's consulting, maybe it's hiring a coach, maybe it's getting a mentor, maybe it's doing research on the internet, maybe it's making some phone calls. Do not get to the end of each day without having been able to look at your book, look at your plan and say, today I took action. So if you hate your job, my question is, what are you doing about it? If you hate your job, my question is, what is in your control? If you hate your job, what is the action that you can be taking today, right now, to move you forward? Now you might think, good, but I don't have any time. I go to my job. By the time I get home, it's 7 p.m. and I have to feed the kids and spend time with the family. Then it's 10 p.m. But if you hate your job that much, you can't make it not a priority. You have to make yourself, your life, a priority, because if you don't do anything about it, you will stay stuck in the situation forever and nothing will shift. The angels aren't going to float down from the sky to change your situation. If you're going to change, if it's going to be, it's up to you. You have the power and responsibility. So make sure that each and every day you are taking some action. And you might think, well, I don't have time to do all of this stuff. One action every day is better than no action. And compounded over time, it's the small actions that you take each and every day that in the moment that you take them don't seem to have a particularly big impact. In the moment that you don't do it, doesn't seem to have a big impact, but a year of taking one action is going to put you in a whole different place, that much more close to your dream and your vision. What is the daily action that you can be taking to move you in the direction of your dream, vision, goal, and desire? The last thing is simple, is make sure that when you are where you are, even though where you are is not where you want to be, make sure that you eliminate and you give up complaining. Complaining is a waste of time. Complaining keeps you stuck in a negative spiral. Complaining keeps you stuck where you are and disempowered from actually taking action, because when you complain, you're going to be in a disempowered state, which will make it difficult to take action. So you must make a commitment to no longer complain. Many times when we're in jobs that we hate, we're complaining. We're complaining about our boss. We're complaining about our co-workers. We complain about the pay. We complain about about everything that we hate that keeps you stuck. See, energy flows to the point of attention, so it keeps you stuck on what's wrong versus what's possible. Don't stay stuck on what's wrong. Focus on where you're going. Focus on what's possible. So stop complaining. Give up complaining. Let complaining go. If you see yourself complaining, stop. You see yourself complaining, stop. Let friends in your life know, I'm no longer allowed to complain about my job. Every second you spend complaining about what you hate does not add towards, contribute, or move you towards what you truly love. Focus on what you love and move in that direction. Complaining is an excuse for not taking action. Complaining is kind of an excuse for not having to be responsible for actually creating your reality. It's a waste of time. It's easier to complain and it's easier to blame and point the finger than actually doing something about one situation and taking action. And the reality is, folks, you were put on this planet with gifts. So if you feel a gift in your heart, there is a reason that the gift is put in your heart. There's a reason that dream chose you, that you are here to unfold that dream and vision. So by you not giving your dream and vision, by you not sharing with the world, you end up, the world will not be the same, and there are souls waiting for you right now. So if you hate your job, you have some thoughts. If you hate your job, feel the impulse. If you hate your job, let that impulse of energy, of frustration, don't deny it, don't drink it away, don't distract it. Let it move you towards taking action so you can be living a job that you love as soon as possible. Because the world needs your gifts, your talents, your creativity now. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this short video. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. I would love to stay connected with you. Go to my website too, kuteblackson.com. Enter your name, enter your email to receive some really special free gifts. And I have a special announcement that I'm going to be announcing soon, so stay tuned. Love now.